Whoa, super black. Here I go. Man, within a week, my hair grows pretty fast. But this is a message to all the clergy who are over mosques, temples, churches, and everything else. The money that is collected is supposed to be for a storehouse for Yah's children. It's an alternative to the banking system that loans out at an interest people's own resources, which is crazy within itself. But so to get yourself together, to get your books in order, you have to keep an account. There's a story in the Bible about a certain king that left for vacation work. It didn't really say, but he left, and he left people in charge, and he gave some of them authority and money to run his business while he was away. Well, one had 2 mites, and one had 5 mites, and one had 7 mites. Well, the one with 7 mites invested, and he had 9 when the master came back. The one with 5 mites had 6. He increased by 1 because he put the money into a certain type of trust that it would just gain interest. And the one with 2 mites, he went and buried the money. And when the master came back, he asked, he said, hey, how's everything going? And so he went to the one with that he gave 7 mites, and he gave him back the 9 mites, and he said, hey, that's yours. The one with the 5 mites that gained the mite, he also said, hey, good job, that's yours. Well, the one with the 2 mites, he said, what happened? And he said, well, I understand you to be a harsh king. He said, and so I buried it because I was afraid. And so he took away his mite and gave it to the one who had 9 mites, which makes him have 11. Why did he do this? Well, he said that he was not a good steward. And if he felt that he was so harsh, why didn't he just put the money into a bank that drawed interest, meaning a trust that only drew interest? Well, it's the same thing that's going on right now today. And this is a urgent plea to all pastors, clergy, who is overseers over the finances. Take that as a warning, and it can be done overnight. You apologize to your congregants, and you start keeping vital records of what everyone gave, and that will be enough. And you put some into a trust, and the other you keep in the storehouse for the people who needs it. If a person is working, do they need the money that they gave? It's the people who have less. Hence the events in Acts, when everyone sold their land and brought all their money and put it into one account that everybody would not be lacking. But one of those people, I believe his name was Ananias, I'm not sure, but he had a wife, and they brought some money in, and he said, hey, why did you lie? Why? He said it was yours. You didn't have to sell it. You didn't even have to give. But because you lied to the spirit of Yah, well, it said he fell dead. His wife came in and agreed with the same witness that her husband did, and she passed as well. So I'm just here trying to help and trying to put back in order the house of Yah, which the scriptures tells us to do. But he only gives certain people authorization to do so, just like he gave authorization, the parable in the story in the New Testament, he gave authorization to just a couple people as an identifier. See? And then he says he has certain people that can only do certain things because it's where your heart is. He judges the hearts, the thoughts, the intents of your mind. See? So this is an urgent plea because he's soon to return. The prophet Jeremiah, he told him to, when he sees the sword, to give a warning to his people. I'm coming in the spirit of Jeremiah, and I'm giving a warning to his people to say, hey, he's coming back. And when he comes back, he's either going to say, well done, or you're going to be fired. Now, when he fires people, they're gone. You cannot start over in a new city. You cannot start over in a new lifetime. You are sentenced immediately. So you do not want to be one of those people. And you do not want to be one of the people that gets caught up in the dragnet. I'm trying currently to pull myself out of this same dragnet, the same purse that everyone has their goods stored in. I've closed down bank accounts. I've sent letters to senior officials